Oh, ah. Whoops. I ranked into the curb, man. I'm gonna try to get a good one here. Oh, that was a good one. Landed nice. Bro, this thing is wild. On that new motor. Woo! Ooh. Oh man, it's super windy out here, guys, man. I don't know if you can hear me. I hope the microphone isn't getting, whoa, jacked up. Oh. Literally barrel rolled right by the tree. The wind, I think, shot this off to the left. It was like so windy, it kind of jumped, but then it went way off to the left, or yeah, to the ramp left, I believe. Woo! There was a good one. Oh, woo. I'm telling you, dude, this thing is nasty with that motor. Oh, come on. There you go. Yeah. That was about 3/4 throttle there. There's another one about 3/4 throttle. Oh, we got some cars. Uh-oh, might have gotten, might be overheating. Got fans on it too. Yeah, it's overheating. It's temperature protection. We got some fans, probably got some debris in it. Oh yeah, it was just temperature protection. All right, let me let this thing cool down for a few minutes. I'll bring you guys right back. Let's see. That's literally like half trigger. Jesus. Come on, land on your feet, land on your feet. Damn it, land on your feet, Typhon. Oh, I put this new 2000 kV, or actually a 2200 kV. I think it's a Hobby Star. Or no, I think this one is a Castle. 2200 kV Castle in it, man, and it's just... You have to excuse my inexperience with RC. I've only been into this probably 6 months, and I just didn't realize there was that much of a difference between like a Castle and like a like the 1.8 BLE that I was running from the from Hobby Wing. The whole 4-pole thing, I think it is. It's just a massive difference. There's so much more power. But you know, you learn. That's part of it. Oh, I just shaved the ramp. I just shaved the ramp. Real bad. I broke something. Let's see. Shaved the crap out of the ramp. Did I break something or did I not break something? It's still turning. Oh no, I didn't break anything. Never mind. Yep. I thought I broke something, man. The thing about this ramp is fun, but man, it's kind of like a wall. Woo! Let's go Typhon. Or some people call it the Typhoon. GMC did come out with the Typhoon, but not Arma. Oh, I definitely shaved the ramp.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Got people yelling from them down there. Oh, I shaved the ramp again. Damn it, dude. Why do I keep doing this? Uh-oh, there goes the wing. Oh yeah, it's twisted. Twisted transistor. All right, so wing mount is toast. That's what you get for shaving the ramp. Oh boy. It's Typhon time at the park. Oh my God, and we're wingless. We are wingless. It kind of looks like I just watched the video this morning. It kind of looks like a Nero. Arma Nero, I think what it was called. Whoa, the grass is wet. It's like super slippery. Oh man, so yeah, I lost my wing yesterday. And couldn't get a replacement soon enough. So it's going wingless, bro. I'll show you guys after the video how I made that happen, because it's got the little adapter that would normally come on the fire team. So I just had a spare one hanging around. So I said, oh well, got no spare wings, or wing mounts. So I guess I'm putting on this little adapter and just get it out here and get some run time, some bash time. Bro, the grass is like really tall and it's like burying the Typhon inside of it. It's kind of hilarious actually. Yeah, yes. Ooh. That lands so hard because there's some roots right over there. There's some like tree roots right in that spot, and it lands right on the tree roots, man. It's kind of hard to know. I have to try to keep it a little bit further away so I don't land on the freaking tree roots, dude. Oh no! Come on, man. Actually, you know what, man? I don't know that it doesn't look that it looks that bad with no wing. It kind of looks different, you know? Almost looks like some kind of like a post-apocalyptic vehicle or something. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, damn it. Turtle. Turtle. Oh. Looks like I'm overheating again. All right, guys. So super last minute. I decided, you know what? I've got a GNS performance analyzer that just came in the mail yesterday. So it's like very crude application here, but I figured, you know what? Let me see how fast this thing actually is. It's got a 22 tooth pinion, I believe, with a 50 spur, which is the stock center diff gearing. But I figured, you know what? Let's see how fast this thing actually gets going on that gearing. So here we go. Let's see. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Here we go. All right, let's see. Woo. All right, let's bring it back. I don't think it's gonna be that fast, but we'll see. Oh, no, no, don't hit the curb. All right, let's see. It's got no wing still. I swear it looks kind of cool like that, man. All right, let's do it again. See what we get. Woo! Do it one more time. Let's come back this way. I had good full throttle there for probably about a second, so one more time. Woof! That's kind of scary when you're oh. All right, let's see what we got. Stop, read, 75 miles an hour. That's all she's got. All right, well, there you go. 75 miles an hour, guys. And we're back at the shop with the Typhon, the wingless Typhon. Yes, I know it looks kind of goofy, but I think it looks kind of cool, actually, overall. So, all right, run through on the car. I'm gonna try to make this as short as possible because I have a few things I want to address. Obviously, I got trenchers, 2.8s belted. I've got the CRCU, A, B, C, and D blocks. I put this piece here that's from the fire team in order to run the car without the wing mount. I've got the Creighton shocks. I think these are Creighton front shocks. Yeah, they're Creighton front shocks. And then the front shocks here are actually Typhon shocks with the V2 Creighton emulsion caps. So then we've got the titanium axles, titanium CVs, the M2C dog bones in the middle, and there's a little story behind that one. We've got the M2C chassis, we've got the Castle motor. We're running 50 tooth pinion, 50 tooth spur, 22 tooth pinion, 8S ESC from Hobby Wing. Then we've got the M2C top plate, M2C chassis braces, front and rear. We've got the Vitavon center diff housing. We've got the Scorched RC front and rear shock towers, and some NHX fans, cooling fans there. We've got NHX cooling fan on the ESC that I took it out of the cage that it comes with stock, and I just transplanted it into there. Then we've got the Creighton hubs and stub axles. So this thing is wider because it's got the hubs and the stub axles out of a Creighton, which gives it, I'm not sure exactly how much more width, but it gives it a good significant amount of width or wider track overall. So and then we've got the chassis as usual from M2C, which has been through hell and back, just like the one on the Outcast. So that's pretty much it on the car, but I wanted to address a couple of things because I'm learning as I go with these things. Oh yeah, real quick, yeah, the Perfect Pass servo. I always forget to mention this. I don't really know why, but the Perfect Pass servo is in all of my 6S cars. I basically tried a bunch of them, and they would always break one way or another. Either the gears or would get stuck in one direction or another, and I just finally tried the Perfect Pass servo, and I have not looked back. Every one of my 6S cars has a Perfect Pass servo. It just works, and that's kind of what I like it to be like. I don't like having to worry about failures. It kind of ruins the fun, you know, if you're out there always worried about something breaking. So, okay, what I wanted to address was the gearing and the car overheating. So I did have a couple overheating moments, but I am running a 22 tooth pinion, which in all reality is like a high speed. This is probably for like street bashing or whatever. It would be like not a good idea for bashing. So I definitely think I need to gear back down to maybe like an 18 or something to try to prevent some of the overheating. And then the shock tuning I wanted to address because, like I said, I have the front shocks out of a Creighton V2 and then the front shocks out of a actual Typhon, but I feel like I've got way too much rebound, even though these are emulsion shocks and I've bled the shocks, and I have, you know, I've kind of tried to set them up as much as possible to prevent rebound, but I just think I have too much shock. So I already have a set of Typhon TLR shocks that are going to get obviously a little bit stiffer spring and different fluids, and it's going to get the emulsion shock caps. I'm probably just going to get the M2C Racing piston kit and put those in the TLR Typhon shocks and then reevaluate. So that's the shocks. Then I wanted to address another thing that I got. I wanted to thank Avery actually from M2C because I had an issue with this car. I originally had the dog bones in the middle from Scorched RC, and what was happening is I'd launched this thing the way you guys have seen in the video. Maybe in some of my shorts, you know, this thing's flying. I don't know how much, but it's big. And when it lands, it would bend the chassis, but not, or it wouldn't bend the chassis, it would flex the chassis. Like the chassis would flex just a little bit, but then it would never bend the chassis, but it would bend the dog bones in the middle. And so I'd have, especially the rear one. And so I was replacing these dog bones like probably every other session. And I was like, man, there's got to be a solution to this. So I went and got the Just Bash It RC chassis, thinking that was going to be the solution, is to just stiffen the chassis. And then that turned into breaking rear arms all the time because now my chassis was too stiff and the arms were taking all the load. So then when I was at Armageddon, I had talked to Avery Looper from M2C Racing, and he had mentioned that they make the center dog bones slightly shorter to accommodate for the chassis flex. I didn't know that was a thing. And this is what I mean by, like, I've only been doing this for about 6 months, so I'm still learning too. Like, I wouldn't have thought of those dog bones being shorter. I would have just assumed that they're the same size as the stock size. But when he told me that, I was like, all right, well, let's try that. So I went back to the M2C chassis. I would use the M2C dog bones. And sure enough, I've had no issues with bending the dog bones. I've had no issues with the chassis, none of that. So all that is solved now. So now my only thing is I need to find a better shock tuning setup, and then I need to probably gear it back down a little bit so I don't have any overheating issues. And then like I said, I wanted to thank Avery at M2C, and then I also wanted to give a shout out to my wife, because a lot of this, what you guys see here, is only possible because I essentially have a videographer that accompanies me with all these different things that I do. So I wanted to thank her too. And then one more thing, the wing mount. Okay, so guys tell me all the time, or I would say that, you know, a good amount of the bashers say that the aluminum wing mount is a bad idea, which in some ways it probably is. I would agree that it sucks when you land on it, it bends it, it's done, you have to replace it. It's relatively cheap, but it's not ideal. But here's the thing, I've got this Kudra Racing wing mount because I don't have any other ones. I did order wing mounts from Garage Life RC just to try them out. But here's my issue with the wing mounts that have this rubberized plastic that's 3D printed, which I'm sure we all know that these things are all basically made the same way. They put them on a 3D printer and then they build it out of a rubberized plastic. Here's my issue though. There's a hole on the back side of this wing mount that goes through the shock tower and into the bulkhead. Now, my issue is that these things are made out of a rubberized plastic, which means when you torque this bolt down into this bulkhead, you're going to keep squishing this rubber and never get a true torque on this bolt from the shock tower to the bulkhead. So what ends up happening is you end up with a bolt that's never really completely tight. So to all you guys that are making these 3D printed rubberized material flexible wing mounts, I love them. They are a solution, but we need to make them with a metal insert at the point which it mates to the shock tower, so that you can get true torque from between the shock tower and the bulkhead, so that when you tighten this thing down, it's actually tight. Because what happens is you try to tighten it down and it starts to push, it starts to bulge the wing mount apart, and you can just never really get it tight, which is why I like to use the aluminum wing mounts, because I can put it on there, torque it down, have true torque, and know that thing is mounted, and know that my shock tower is tight against my bulkhead. So that's my reasoning for that, but I understand that flexible is probably better, so that way it just doesn't break as easy. So that's that. Now, quick update. I'm going to build another Typhon. Here's all the parts I have so far. I plan on making a build series on this Typhon. It's going to be called the Ultimate Typhon. It's going to be mostly M2C stuff and some Scorched and Vidavon. But I'm going to try a whole new setup with this car just to make some changes. All the changes I want to make on this car, I'm going to make on this one. And then if we work on this one, I'll make them on this one. So stay tuned for the build series, because I plan on trying to help out with some of the questions that even I had when I first started, as to, you know, how to build things, how to set up your LSD diffs, what kind of fluids you use, all that kind of stuff. Then, if we look over here, we've got our 8S Creighton. And below that, you see the Ultimate Mega Creighton kit from M2C. So that's going to be another thing to look forward to. I've never built an 8S truck, so I'm going to be learning, but it's going to be awesome. So stay tuned for that build and that bash, because if it turns out anything the way Aldo built his, this thing's going to be nasty. So we've got a lot of stuff working. We got a lot of stuff in the works to try to get some more content out, get you guys hopefully some answers and something to watch. So until next time, thanks for watching.